Okon Tim, for those of you who don't know Khmer, the language of my own country, Cambodia, that means thank you. 10 years ago, my YMCA career began at the Cambodia YMCA, where I work with street kids and youth in the slum communities. Extreme poverty was a significant issue. A lasting impact from 1975 to 1979 genocide, where more than 2 million people died. Children were particularly vulnerable. It was estimated that 250,000 youth were forced into labor, and many of them did not attend school. Young people were often exploited economically, physically, emotionally, even sexually. At the Cambodia YMCA, we were very committed to serving the most vulnerable youth. We offer programs to improve literacy rates and employment prospects of young Cambodians, especially those living on the street. I work with so many young people who are eager to learn and had big dreams about their futures, but they just did not have the access to resources and opportunity to break out of the cycle of poverty. This work impacted me deeply and taught me how ensuring social equity and inclusion is absolutely essential if we are about to build a more just and cohesive communities. In 2013, seeking to escape poverty and find better life for my family, I boldly moved from Cambodia with no money and no possession. With my wife, who was 8 months pregnant, and my 1-year-old son. Thankfully, we were sponsored and adopted by Mr. Bob Cabeza, the Senior Vice President of the Community Development YMCA of Great Long Beach, who is here with us this morning. Brother and sister, could you join me? Stand up and give a big round of applause for Mr. Bob Cabeza. Thank you. I first met Bob Cabeza in 2011 because of a Y-to-Y partnership between the Cambodia YMCA and the YMCA of Great Long Beach. At first, we did not know anyone besides Bob and his family. My wife and I were very worried because we had no money or ideas about where to live, work, or even make a living in the US. But our biggest fear was the fact that my wife was about to give birth. We had to quickly adapt to American cultures and learn how to navigate systems which were very foreign to us. All of a sudden, I went from helping communities to needing help myself. To help us get back on our feet, Bob, his wife, and his son Lucas provided us with critical support such as financial support, food, shelter. They also connected us to the Cambodian community in Long Beach, which helped us build relationships and avoid the social isolation that so many immigrants faced. I stand here before you knowing that my story is part of the larger immigrants and American story. In 2014, I became employed part-time at the YMCA of Great Long Beach. and at the Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles. These jobs were a turning point because having steady income meant security and stability for my family. Eventually, my YMCA job became full-time. I was so excited because once again, I was serving youth and their families across the YMCA. I also had the opportunity to strengthen my leadership skills and cultural competency by participating in the YMCA Emerging Global Leader Institute EGLI with so many young people from across the US. This experience gives me a chance to build relationships and learn best practices which enable me to better serve diverse community at home and abroad. Brother and sister, today I am the program director leading the New American Welcome Center at my YMCA. We are one of the 15 New American Welcome Centers across the country, focusing on providing immigrants with very comprehensive services to help them better integrate into their new homeland and preparing receiving community to be more welcoming and inclusive. This work is important because it helps immigrants thrive and build relationships and bridges for more cohesive communities. The New American Welcome Center are a vital stop and safe haven for immigrants and their family to get the support, to access the support they need to find success and security in the new communities. Through this program, I have been able to give back by helping other immigrants to restore hope and build future in their new land. Because of my own immigrant experience, I understand and able to empathize with uncertainty that so many immigrants faced. This is Fawn. She was born in Cambodia. She now lives in Long Beach. When I first met her, she was starting over and feels scared. She left an abusive relationships and did not have strong language skills or a job. She said she had nowhere to turn but the YMCA. She said the YMCA is the place and her hope to get the support she needs and the mental health services to stand back on her own. Today, Swan is thriving and being the change in our communities. She volunteers with the WISE, she encourages other newcomer migrants, and she often encourages them not to give up hope because the YMCA is a place where they will feel welcome, respected, and supported. And like Swan, the YMCA of Long Beach is very committed to helping immigrants and their children with the tools to thrive. For example, we help them apply for housing, childcare. We also provide classes and workshops on ESL classes, technology, parenting, vocational trainings, financial literacy to hundreds of immigrant youth and immigrant parents to help themselves in their communities. We also provide immigration assistance like citizenship services or naturalization process pathway to help them civically and become more as a citizen. We also provide support to DACA recipients and refugee resettlement. Thank you. The best part of this work is that when they are settled, are you ready? They give back by becoming YMCA volunteers, annual campaigners, donors, and members at the YMCA. That's the most special thing on earth. I'm very proud of that, to be honest. I'm very, very proud of that. We are helping to create change makers in our community every day. We are also very committed to helping immigrants and their family become involved in the community and build bridges between US-born residents and immigrants. For example, over the last 17 years, our YMCA Youth Institute has inclusively connected and integrated over 4,000 immigrant youth and immigrant parents into their communities. We train them to be community leaders, social entrepreneurs, and civically engaged. We also host welcoming week events. And in order to unify between immigrants and US-born residents and help them build relationships with all people of all backgrounds. By building these bridges, we have to break down the often negative perception and stereotypes often associated with the national immigration debate. The impact that Bob, his family, and the why made in my life inspires me and motivates me to give back, to invest back on other newcomer immigrants. Our community truly are stronger when we build bridges between people and people. When immigrants are empowered to contribute their diverse cultures, dynamic talents, skills. Historically, this is what made our nation great, not the other way around. Let's ensure that our communities recognize, utilize the great strength that newcomer immigrant brings. Since they are immigrants dreaming to stay united with their family and keep their livelihood, it matters to us. Since there are people who face hatred because of their faith or sexual orientations, it matters to us. Since when there is a kid who was killed by gun, because our system has failed to protect them, it does matter to us. When our community becomes divisive and fragmented, it does matter to us, and it is our social responsibility to ensure that we are here for them as there were people who were once here for us. Let's move to be the change in 2018 and boldly stand up for the marginalized population, including 100,000 of dreamers, and be more welcoming and inclusive. Let's seal our love, passion, commitment, and social responsibility by the choice that we are making. And I faithfully believe that we can do it. Say with me, we can do it. Again, we can do it. Our greatest strength, our diversity is always the greatest strength of this nation when we are invested with equity and inclusion. All of our children deserve a better America where all are treated equally and equitably with opportunity that bring the best out of them no matter where they come from.